Thank you for watching Bob Marley and Princey. Today is my day to make tapes. I don't know, but I have these things that I have to talk about. And as I said, this is the talk with Bob Marley and Princey. As much as I want to change, I'm still doing things. Anyway, I want to talk a little about Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. And I started watching it last week when they were, I think I watched the last day or the day before or something. Get me so annoyed that I don't know if I watch anymore, because it is just what Ted Cruz and the rest of them was doing. It was appalling. Knowing that they had rammed through that man who loved beer, and he's still sitting on the Supreme Court drinking beer, and that woman who they rammed through in midnight. Because they have to get it done, and now this lady with one husband and 2 children, Christian lady, more than qualified, being a judge for decades, and Republican is having a hard time for this woman to be seated on the Supreme Court. Why? Why? Isn't she qualified? You're gonna take somebody's book and bring it up and said what you feel about the book, because she said this book's supposed to be taught in school. You all know that you taught your children to be racist from a young age. Look and see when they come to the playground and going over to play with black children. What do? You call them away and tell them to come over this side. You take them where white children is to play with white children. Don't think we don't know. So because she don't say anything about it, did you take it up to that alcoholic man that you ram on the Supreme Court? Did you ask him what he feel about that book? Did you ask that woman that you rammed through at midnight? Did you read that book to her? Because she should have a lot to say about it, because you all are racist together. But now it comes to this woman. You judge her and, the case that you did pedophile. She did the laws that you all wrote up there with your alcoholic behind. Those are your laws that you make that she judged them by. I don't understand. The other day, there is some judge or the other that take him off the bench now and throw him into traffic ticket. He give this guy who raped this young girl 3 months. Rape. 3 months. And I think he already did 3 months, so he give him time serve. He raped the girl. And this man have pornographic movie or whatever it is. I don't know what the hell they do. And she said she give him 3 months, and you're gonna have, and that's your laws. You sit up there with your damn drunken behind, and you people write these damn laws that you don't even know what you're writing, because you think that it's gonna affect black people, and it more time it affect you guys more than it affect black people. But if black people are only getting their senses together and let your damn prison sit there and put your ass self in it. If black people just gather themselves together and think logically, that prison would be sitting there and you wouldn't see me in there. But they keep acting like a striking moron and always finding themselves in trouble to go to jail. This lady is more than qualified. I know she ain't gonna do anything for me, because if I do anything to go to jail, she's gonna throw the damn book at me, because that's what they do. When black people go to jail or prison, they throw the book at them. But the fact is, I love to see black people move because it takes the acts of God for black people to get anything done or to get any good job. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. No matter how much schooling they have, no matter how much here of college and university, they either have too much education or they overqualified. I can't even get a job. I'm overqualified for this, I'm underqualified for that. And that's what they do. Oh, why would you have such a degree and you're looking for this kind of... Because you won't hire me over the other side. And if you go to the higher position, oh, you're not qualified, you need another degree, you need another... And it's always something to keep the black person down. But thank God these black youngsters are moving above the rest and opening up their own business and doing things. I'm so glad. Because it's too long. Too long we are in slavery. We are still in slavery. Oh, you have the everyday Joe that is nice and that's not even for them. I'm talking about the lawmakers. The people who are making laws, who have no business making laws. And judge us by some old rule that some old junkard make in 1921 while the country can't move on. If you look at Andrew Jackson, maybe he wasn't even good to be there. And all the other rest are whole white men who had slaves in their position. They were the one who were making laws. They were the one who were doing the things to black people. Not only this country, England, France, all over. All over. And so it comes to the point that they feel like we are not qualified to do anything. They will hire you to do a cashier. They'll hire you to work in a gas station. They'll hire you, you know, as long as it's not a good job. But when it comes to a good job, you don't see many black people up there. If you're looking at company, it's always 20 white and 2 blacks. If it's a good job. I get a job at Home Depot. Home Depot start me off either with $8 and something or $9, I don't know. And this little white girl live with her parents. Home Depot give her $12.50. Home Depot. Racist company. Why do they think that we don't know money or we don't live the same lives? Why? They should be giving us money after what they did to our family. Lynch and hang father, mother, and child, and all of them gather on a picnic on the tree in the park to come watch the mother and the father and the child hung for what? Sundays used to be their hanging day. Oh, could you hang a child? Oh, could you hang a woman? But you know, I am sorry for our race. But I'm sorry for you guys more than anything else. Because the wrath of God, it may not be here now. How can a woman with a child come out to a picnic to watch a little girl or a little boy hung by the neck and kick until they die? How? You bring your child to watch that. And so you think that black people is still nobody. Black people don't have feelings. That's why when we say anything, you don't believe us. You put innocent people in prison just to put them there because you can. Why? We didn't ask to come here. We were fine where we was. We come and we don't have any name. We don't even know where we're from. We don't know our ancestors. You may make up some crap and said, oh, this is your ancestor and you're from here. We don't know. Because you take that away from us. We don't know our family tree. This is the family that we created. We don't know. My father have a name and I don't know where it comes from, because in Jamaica there is not those name. Anybody that have that name in Jamaica is only family. Where do my father get that name? Where does it come from? Where does the name come from? Why? Why? You sit there and rape us. Rape us. Rape our husband, rape our wives, rape the children, rape the babies, rape everybody. And you sit there and your dumb ass and calling black people barbarian. Who is the barbarian? You tie black people on your truck and you pull him mile and rub off his skin off him. And you sit there and have the audacity to be calling black people barbarian. Who is the barbarian? Where did we learn it? Who taught us those things? Who taught us those things? You tie somebody on your truck and pull him and rub off all his skin. And then you rape him in the butt and chop his head off. One woman, you kill the woman husband and then kill the woman and she pregnant and you chop the baby out the woman belly and stand up in the baby. The baby! You stand up in the baby head and kill it. And you're going to have the audacity to call black people barbarian. Who is the barbarian? Who is the barbarian here? Who is the barbarian? Just because black people shoot gun and have gun and shooting and shoot and whatever it is. You don't want black people to have gun because you have the gun and so you have the authority. So black people shouldn't have gun. Only you have the gun and you hold it on them and because they have gun, you call them barbarian. You have gun and you are not barbarian. You do all these things, this raping and killing and lynching, and you are not barbarian. And your family and your great-grandfather who do the things are not barbarian. But black people are barbarian. Shame on your ass. Shame on you. Shame on you. And you wonder why when you're in the nursing home can't do anything and eat feces and have your hand all up your ass digging out feces. You wonder why these things happening to you. The sin of the mother and the father shall follow down to the third and fourth generation, said the Lord. You wonder why these things happen. You wonder why you turn into some godforsaken monkey when you get old. Wrinkle and look like a prune. You wonder why. You wonder why you have disease of the yin-yang. You wonder why. You don't know why, but we know why. We know why. You wonder why some of you bawl and call people to apologize and keep talking and oh, I did this. You want to work at the nursing home when these people begin to confess and talk these things, what they did in their age or in their time. And who is there to comfort them? Black people. Because we are such a forgiving. Oh, we forgive you. Oh, we forgive you. We forgive everybody else. But when a black person did something to another black person, forget it. They ain't gonna forgive you. This white policewoman killed this man in his own apartment that he thought that he was in her apartment because they were having a relationship and ended, and she didn't want it to be ended. And she went in his apartment and showed him dead. And the brother come and hug her. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I forgive you. Forgive your ass. Judge stepped down from her chambers and give her Bible. And that judge sentenced a lot of black people. Never one day have any sympathy. Never one day give them a Bible. Why? Because we should know better. Because that's what they always say. They put her husband in prison, send her children to jail. Oh, you should know better. It's a one-parent's family. And because it's a one-parent's family, who make us one-parent's family? Who kill our husbands and kill our wives? Who shoot them? Who shoot them in the back running away? Who shoot them? Every time you hear a black person do something, he end up dying. Because he turned around with his gun and shoot. How come a man is gonna run away and get up and turn around and shoot a police? We have 5,000 police behind him, and he's gonna turn around and him alone and draw a gun to shoot a police. Turn around and shoot in a police. Come on. He is alone and he turn around to shoot a police with how many police behind him with gun? Oh, he turned around to shoot the police and the police shot him. But if a white person did something, no matter what he did, they stop at McDonald's and give them soda and lunch. And they never end up dying. No matter how many murder they commit, they end up going to prison. But if a black person do something, they end up... Every week, there is a black person dying in some one of the 51 state or 50 state, whatever it is. Every week, there's a black person dying. Because they're trying to extinct the black people race. So they keep killing and putting them in prison, trying not to have any more blacks. That's why they do that to Haiti. Asian come over here, boom, go back. Any black person come over here, boom, go back. But white people come, boom, come in. Joe Biden is letting in 100,000 Ukrainian. They send 13.5 billion to Ukraine. They're giving them schooling. All that crap. Black people here are, let me take black out of it. Americans are suffering under student loan just to get an education. They have to be paying almost student loan back. Any of it wipe out, and you gonna send $13.5 billion to Ukraine. And you could not, it takes 6 months for you to pass for American to get $600 in this pandemic. And people still not working in the pandemic. Although you hypocrite get up, oh, there's a lot of jobs out there. There's no damn jobs. And if there's jobs, they ain't hiring black people. They ain't hiring black people. They hire you guys. And since it's gone up to $15 an hour, all of you go to Popeyes, is all white people. You go to McDonald's, is all white people. Everywhere that the money went up, it's all white people there. But when it was $2 an hour, no white people there. No black people can't get a job into a company that raised the money. You can't. And you wonder, you know, I don't even bother look at YouTube sometime because I watch the movie on YouTube. But TikTok, let me tell you something. TikTok have this information, and let me tell you something. These people are brilliant on TikTok. I don't know where they get all these information. I am so happy. TikTok have hosts of information. Hosts of information. Enough. All we need is work. And Judge Ketanji Jackson, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, is more than qualified to be a judge. More than you. Qualify more than you. Because we have to walk backward in heels. We have to have more education, more everything. We have to know more to get the minimal job. Minimal. I used to work in this company, and this man who they put over me as manager, I have to be doing his job because everything he wants to know, and every time he wants to write a letter, he couldn't spell, he couldn't do a damn thing. Every time he wanted to do something, he come over to me to ask me. So I asked him one day, I go, how did you get this job? He couldn't do nothing. We got to walk backward in heels. And that's why I have a brain. God give us more than we can manage. A lot more. Lots more. Thank you for watching Bob Marley and Princey. Like, subscribe. I know I might be saying things that offend a lot of people. But the Bible says the truth is offensive, but it's not a sin. I am not trying to offend anybody. I'm just stating the obvious here. I am not trying to offend you. I don't hate you. I think you are great, whoever you are. I love all race, black, white, blue, stripe, pink, polka dot, anything you have. I am your friend. As long as you don't offend me. As long as we get along. I know my place and you know yours. We get along. We get along. I'm not living with you. You're not living with me. We get along. So that's what it is. I have to state the obvious. So if anybody come on my page and hear me talking about black and white and it's things that I've been through, and I know what I'm saying. I'm not saying it to offend you. I'm not saying it to make you feel small or belittle you. It is the facts. It's history. And again, thank you for watching Barb, Marley, and Princey. We do love you. Like, share, and subscribe my channel. Goodbye.